What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the Blue Lion playthrough. Even though I thought about how to do this intro before I did it, I still tried to save the Golden Deer playthrough. This is the problem. I'm using today. I go back to work tomorrow, but I'm still using today to try and get a backlog of these Fire Emblem videos, because they take a little bit to record, but I really like them. So, you know, I want to try and get a good backlog, so when I finally start uploading this series, you can see everything. Okay, we're gonna run around, complete missions and shit here at the monastery.
Hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
Old.
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Starting with this month's mission, search for the tactics primer. Okay.
Professor, hey, do you know how old...
That's a...
Oh, okay, there we go. I guess by talking to him, we talk to her.
Professor,
Oh, can we? Oh, that's right. We can. I guess I can try to recruit her.
I'd really like to join your class. You're the only one who knows how to teach like Captain Gerald. You get what I mean, don't you? Yes! I knew you'd Thanks to you, I'm going to be the best mercenary you've ever seen. Just watch.
All right, we're making our way to creating a super house.
Hello there. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I come in here.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I can't recruit her just yet. I can't remember if I've said it in this playthrough or if I said it in the finale of the last one. Either way, I'm gonna try and use every character I get access to. So, I mean, with this run, because, you know, I'm gonna have, you know, be able to do 2 or 3 battles right from the start, you know, off camera and everything. And I should be able to keep everybody leveled up and at level with the game, so hopefully it'll work.
Oh, Professor, hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth.
Panties.
Have you seen it? Okay.
I stand by my theory.
I do find you very...
What do I need? Charm. That's right. I'm gonna see who I can recruit off the bat. I mean, my skill levels should be close. Not exactly what we need, but they should be close.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not bothering.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Okay, with her I need strength and bow. Well, it's probably my strength that isn't high enough. Also, you see those supports. We'll do those. I'll do those in a bit. What is where are my stats at? Yeah, my strength's, wow, man, my strength's already at 15. Jesus Christ. I think I need about 20 strength to recruit Bernadetta. I think that's what it is.
Have we met? No. Sorry. You remind me of someone I know.
Was it Citri? Because I think Byleth looks a lot more like Citri than he does Gerald.
Hello. If you'll excuse... Oh, Professor, excuse me.
Nope. Yeah, my magic's not high enough. There was something else. I feel like I wanted to say something else. Oh, that's right, because this is, I guess, the first, what to call it? The first... Let's just prune for now. Just save us some cash while we're still a little low on it. This is the first interlude episode, so this video is going to be basically all the side stuff. Like I said, I've said this before, this is going to be all supports. Supports, exploring the monastery, all the training periods. This is probably going to be one of the few ones that I do commentary all the way through, because this month is pretty short, mixed with... this month is pretty short, mixed with it's all tutorials. So for the most part, I'll just probably do commentary for like the first half hour during the exploration, and then I'll just kind of cut in and out with it's just the rest is all supports and training periods. If you've seen how the interludes work in the last couple episodes of the Golden Deer run, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Most battles that aren't main mission or paralog related, I'm just going to do off camera. That's how I like to do things.
So,
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've also said this in the past. So basically, you'll see this. Oh, that's right. Talk to our cat friends.
Yay! Thanks!
There we go. Right, so as I was saying, basically you'll see after we complete a main mission, and after we complete a main mission, and then we do the intro to the next chapter after that main mission, the next video will be something like this, where we do paralogs and supports and all of that stuff throughout the month. And then after that, we'll go back to numbered parts, and those will be any of the paralogs that happened that month, then the main chapter mission, and then another interlude. So that's kind of how things will work. I tried to explain this in the last one, but I feel like it got a little confusing, especially when...
Look bored. Care to do what?
What was I saying? It was a little weird explaining it, especially when it's like, you know, you'll see the entire month of all the side stuff that I'm going to be doing in the month.
what?
You know, you'll see all of that stuff, and then you'll see...
Professor, I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake.
You know, and then you'll see, let me pull up the calendar, maybe it'll make more sense, because I'm trying to explain it in a way that makes sense to me, and I'm even having trouble. So, you know, say, you know, like here on the 18th, there'd be a paralog. Well, okay, well, the video before, you know, it's all, as I'm recording all of this, you know, in one session, I'll basically play through the entire month. So, you know, I'll be recording all this stuff for the interlude, and then as this day pops up, then I'm going to do a paralog. I'm going to do the commentary like a paralog or whatever. Do that, and then I'm going to keep playing through the month, and I'm going to split the videos and, you know, get it all, you know, all the files separated the way they should be. You'll see the interlude, which will be, like I said, the exploration, the instruction periods, the supports and all that. We'll get down here to the main mission, and then the next numbered part would be the paralog that takes place on the 18th, or the paralog that takes place on the 25th or whatever, and then it'll be the main mission. So it'll kind of like jumping around to the timeline, if that makes sense. Hopefully that explanation makes some sense and doesn't make people's head hurt.
Today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Were you just, well...
Not intentionally.
Everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age. Yes, I'm actually...
Yeah, my magic's not high enough. My faith should be, because I think she needs a B in faith magic.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness.
And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot? I have a great...
I prefer too cold.
But...
I think it's writing, yeah, that you need for Petra. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I think it'll make even more sense as we, like I keep saying, as we keep playing through.
So I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
Depends on my mood, but generally I like spicy.
Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely...
So yeah, like I said, that entire explanation. It's one of those things I'd like to... I don't want to break up the interlude videos because it, you know, they involve so much side stuff, and you know, if I'm gonna do a exploration on the first week, and then the second week is gonna be a paralog.
They're the ones who run the church. Their identities are a close...
You know, and then I'm gonna do a paralog the next week. It would be, you know, I don't want to do like, you know, chapter 2 interlude part 1, part 2, part 3 or whatever as I'm doing all these paralogs. So it's just, like I said, I think it'll make more sense as we get into it, and just me explaining it's probably making this more confusing than it has to be.
I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him.
Gross.
And do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it?
Was he talking about the room or something else? I'll just leave it at
Care
that.
About keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
I stand by my statement. I know that's a gross joke, but I will stand by that joke.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle.
Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to... Professor, but if you're here to lecture me, I'll...
I think with her, I think I need like 30 charm or something. I need a lot of charm to be able to recruit her. I really plan on using those stat items a lot on this playthrough, especially because if I'm going to be doing all these like random class assignments that are probably going to go against, you know, characters' growths and everything like that. You know, like with Felix, I'm turning him into a pure magic user, and that's just not his character. So I'm going to have to, you know, really rely on those items.
Got some bandits? Did anyone tell Lady Rhea that people's lives are at stake? I lost my own brother to bandits. Is something someone has said at some point, I'm sure. Okay, not my finest attempt at humor.
I guess technically he has lost his brother to bandits, in the sense that his brother became a bandit.
Let's see. That person sure does.
Hey, it's this
somebody.
person.
Can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
I wanted to say asshole, but I decided to be nice. Still hate him. Oh, I just cannot like Cyril.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
What mission were you given?
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle.
Or you're really weak. I mean, that's also possible.
Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Yeah, well, I did that in a different timeline.
Anyway.
Eh.
Thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Good for you, kid. Good for you. And... there they are. Okay. I was wondering where, like, Claude and Dimitri and all them were. Because it said they were here in the actual Academy portion. I just didn't see them. I forgot that the Academy portion is also over here.
It is better if you do not approach. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
We have only just arrived at the Academy, and we're already being sent out to take care of bandits. It is a noble mission, but one that will likely require battle. In practice, there is little difference between a battle and a war. Even with the support of the Knights of Seros, we must still brace ourselves for the challenge.
Hey, dog, shut up.
Do you have any other questions about life at the monastery?
Not really, it's all pretty much the same.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
I think that's all of them. I think I've talked to everybody down here. It's just the training grounds and the chapel or cathedral or whatever.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill? I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top. Good to see you, Professor. I was just...
Nope. I think I need... yeah, it's my heavy armor skill that I really need to boost.
Here to check. Oh, that reminds me. I found... not really sure what it is, but...
Yeah, I love it. It's just dot 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 with Violet's face because he knows what it is.
Professor, I gotta admit, I'm curious. All right,
Welcome to the team, Caspar. I do gotta admit, Caspar's one of my favorites. God damn it, I love him.
Felix Sylvain and I
He's a fun little guy.
since we were children. His Highness as well. Though I should warn you that both Felix and Sylvain are a bit challenging at times. The moment I take my eyes off them, they're off causing all kinds of trouble. It's always been that way. Felix Sylvain and
Oh shit.
the moment
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else, so let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
You know what's really funny is that I think a lot of people would see, like Felix as just being really harsh on Dimitri, yet he's actually he's right. I think he really does see Dimitri for who Dimitri is, and that is a guy who's just filled with pain and anger.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of prime. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families. My family. The full explanation may be time-consuming.
All right.
Like to take notes. All right.
Let's go.
We'll list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Geert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his... I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire. There is nothing I... Oh, Professor. Well, the eldest...
Okay, yeah. Dex and heavy armor. Yeah, heavy armor is something I gotta look into, getting boosted. Where'd the music go? There it is. Is that just a dead spot and I've never noticed it? Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm usually just zipping around here. I guess I've never noticed that the bridge is kind of a dead spot music-wise. Interesting.
Here's an idea.
Guess you learn something new every day.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall we pray together?
And Flayn and Sedith.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Saint Indec, Saint Macuel, Saint Keyhole.
Saint Sethlin! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church,
be sure to familiarize yourself with the teachings. Yeah. Can I get my quest here? And the statues I get to improve.
There's something else. It is the duty of every Fodlan. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess? You don't.
Let's say sure.
It's a shame I am not in your...
And, okay, I need charm and reason. Okay, anyone else here to talk to? Let's head up to the library. I'll say the same thing I said in the last part, and I'll leave it at that. If you want to see me go through the library and read all of these like little entries here that apparently go over like Fodlan history and whatnot, I'd be happy to. Just hit me up in the comments, and I'll do that in one of the sort of interlude videos.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library, reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I'd like to. I don't have many chances to travel. Ah, Professor, I'd also like to talk to you about my future. And really?
There we go. I think that's our 3rd recruit. Yeah, Leone, Caspar, and now Ignatz.
swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume. It's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
Oh shit.
How do the... Huh? However, I still...
Yep. It's I think it's mostly my actual stats and not my skill levels that are keeping people from being recruited. I mean, other than my writing and my heavy armor, both of those do need to go up. I think one more level before I'm ready to recruit people.
In the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
And tactics primer. That's how you get all those battalions. Still have to talk to Lady Rhea, and then I think I've talked to everybody. Oh, and then I forgot we have to head down to Abyss. Forgot about them. Maybe I shouldn't forget about them, but whatever.
For paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? You seem to be getting along well with the student. I can often be.
Alright, there we go. Talk to everybody. Now we head down into Abyss to talk to the wolves. And after we recruit the wolves, I'll go through, I'll spend my activity points doing, I don't know what, just random stuff, and getting everybody kind of set on the goals and classes or whatever that I want to set them on. And then I'll probably run some supports. Then we'll pop back in before the next month. Or not month, you know what I mean. Next week, there we go. Okay, okay. I thought so. So I like the statues, I keep all of my points that I've spent here in Abyss.
I haven't seen your face before. You're clearly not from around here. You don't strike me as the thief or merchant type. I don't owe you money, do I? Oh, you're that new teacher everyone's been yapping about. And yet, you look younger than me. Weird. The name's Balthus, formerly of the Alliance.
I like your abs.
Push, pal. You want my... Look, I get it. You're the new pine.
Yeah. Join my house. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to the Blue Lines.
Did you come all the way here just to stare at my rippling abs? Or
They are Ripley. You do have to give him credit for that.
It better be real important.
You do have to give him credit for his bulging Ripleyness.
Hey.
Where the hell is everyone? Are they all... Two are in the classroom. I think Happy's over here. Near, Yep, there you are.
On. Who are you? Wait, shut up. Let me guess. You're that new professor, right? You just started teaching up on the surface. Even here, people... I heard you were...
Yeah. You heard of who I am, talked all that, just invite you to join my class.
Oh, Chatterbox, you been looking for me? I'd prefer not to visit the surface if I can help it. I don't want to run into any knight.
Instead of having her joke and call me Chatterbox, how about you just give Byleth dialogue? I know, that's a crazy suggestion, but... Yeah, I know how the scrap heap works. I basically get, holy crap, I got a silver shield? Alright, never mind. I guess I don't know how the scrap heap works.
Pardon? And who might you be? Not an Abyssian, that much is clear at a glance. A visitor from above, perhaps? With what purpose? I'm sure I must have misheard you. Either that, or you haven't the slightest inkling of where you are. Oh, but of course! You must be the new teacher specially appointed. Rumors have been flying under...
Yeah, you're Constance von Nouvelle, blah, blah, blah. You like to talk a lot, I know. Invite. Constance has joined our house.
I prefer not to be above ground during the day when I can help it.
Yeah, it's because of your weird personality shift.
It doesn't matter much to me. But I do it unless you've been sent here under someone's orders. In which case, I'll happily. Well, yeah.
Yeah, mercenary. Yeah, give me your.
Take care of something for me.
I'll take that, and I will also recruit you.
Let me attend. It's a deal. If you're
Join my house. Yuri has joined the house. Oh, let's talk to him.
It's you. I'll be helping you out now. But just so, if you can't find me in the classroom on the server.
Alright, there we go. We have recruited the wolves. So as I said, I'm going to just kind of wrap up some of these basic quests here. And get everybody set on the class settings or whatever that I want them set towards. So
What do you require?
give me a quick second, guys. We'll be back with some supports.
What do you now let me see.
At this time of year, the fish are fat. Simply grilling them will bring out their best flavor. Steaming them with herbs is delicious too.
Wow, you know a lot about this. I'm learning so much from you to do. Were you a cook at the castle in Ferdiad?
No.
Did your family own an eatery of some kind?
No. My sister and I helped with cooking at home.
Wow, that's all? I thought I was confident about my skills, but next to you, I feel like an amateur. Hey, could you give me some advice about other kinds of meat besides fish?
Ash.
Yes to do?
Why do you spend time with me?
We're friends, right? I just want to get to know you better. Is that so odd?
I am from Dusker.
So, look at me. I came from a life of poverty. I was lucky to even be let in here to study with all these high-class people. I think we have a lot in common.
Being poor and being from Dusker are two different things.
Oh, I know. But we can still be friends, can't we?
You are a peculiar person.
So I'm told.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy? It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place. You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour. This actually reminds me of going to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
What? Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Run! Yuri! Halt!
What? How dare you make me run all over the monastery?
Calm down. That was all on you, Shady Lady.
Shady? You know full well I'm sensitive about that. It's as though you wish to be incinerated. What I mean to say is, all shall be forgiven when you do my bidding. I know. It's an honor I don't extend to many. You have the rare opportunity to aid me in realizing my dream. I shall rebuild House Nouvelle. Nobility will be mine again, and the glory of my esteemed family will once more reign supreme.
Blah, blah, blah. Restore House Nouvelle. Blah, blah, blah. Will you just stop? You're making my ears hurt. I am but an insignificant and beautiful creature. Surely there's nothing I have to offer for your plight.
Your facade does not fool me. I know you for what you truly are. With the nobility's backing, Western Fodlan's underworld is yours. Everyone has heard whispers of the savage mockingbird. That is you they refer to, yes? Your time would be better spent laying the groundwork for me to reclaim my title. I envision you using your connections to apply pressure on the nobles in Enbar.
Right. So say I indulge you, that I agree on this killer bird you speak of. What I offer comes at a high price. You do understand that, right, milady? How exactly do you intend to compensate me?
But what greater compensation could I offer than to play a part in restoring House Nouvelle?
Restoration of houses does nothing to put food in my stomach.
I suppose, but rest assured that upon my return to power, you shall be suitably rewarded.
Let me cut through the mud here. You're broke, and you'll pay me after you get what you want. Wow. I love how irresponsible you are. Refreshing.
Then what would you have me do? I have nothing to bargain with now. No status, no wealth.
Perhaps rather than turning to a killer bird for help, you should be bound before the nobles or some such. Get down on all fours and lick their boots. See what that'll get you. Perhaps you're too prim and proper for that.
Lick their boots? Is tonguing their footwear likely to sway them to my cause?
My work here is done.
No, I was not through with you yet. You come back here! Hey!
Okay, moving on to our next instructional period, I guess first instructional period. Yeah. I understand how this works. Alright, so let's actually take a look at our goals, and I'll show you what classes we ended up after my my high-tech randomization. With Caspar, I ended up getting... A lot of these guys ended up with Myrmidon. So, with Caspar, because he's not bad with faith magic, and if I say not bad, unlike his, I can't think what to call it, unlike his, reason magic, there we go, I was going to say dark magic, but that wasn't right. Unlike his dark magic, which he has a disadvantage at, he's neutral with white magic, so I thought, you know what, let's be a little weird, let's turn him into a trickster. Ignatz, I ended up with Soldier, and I didn't want to just go Bow Knight with him, so I thought, you know what, he's got that budding talent in Reason Magic, so I'm going to turn him into a Dark Knight along with Annette. Leonie, I think with her I picked... I can't remember if I picked Myrmidon or Fighter. I want to say I picked... I think it was... Yeah, it was Myrmidon. So I decided I'm going to turn her into an assassin down the road. I think that'll actually fit her pretty well with the sword and bow. Yori, I ended up picking Fighter with him. So I decided to go spear and bow and eventually turn him into a bow knight, especially because he has a budding talent in bows. And then now the next three, let's see here. Balthus, I got Myrmidon. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to turn him into a Mortal Savant, especially with his budding talent in Reason Magic. Constance also got Myrmidon. And I was thinking about what I didn't want to exactly go trickster. I'm either going to go trickster or dancer with her. I'm going to pick one of those two. And Happy, I also got a Myrmidon, and because she's already good at black magic again. At reason magic, I'm thinking, you know what, we're just going to turn Happy into our second Mortal Savant along with Balthus. While Balthus is probably going to focus more on hitting things with the sword, Happy will use more magic. So that is how we're breaking down the classes of the people I just picked up. Let's actually go through this and instruct. Now, oh, our good Lord Dimitri, what to do with you at the moment? Good. Do I want to just put the points in to get him? You know what? Why not? This early on, let's see if we can just get the budding talent, because he's probably going to. You know what? I probably wasted those two, because now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to put him on a horse. Because he has, I forgot, the intermediate class of Lord. So I can actually, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Instead. So actually, I'm going to start training him in his sword. His sword skills. Dedu is going to be my heavy armor knight kind of character. So, oops, I only wanted to do 2 in axes, but whatever. Come down here. There we go, that'll work. Actually, I'm going to change his goals. So he's actually working on that. There we go. I'm just going to pretty much just go right down the list. And now with our buddy Felix here.
It was nothing. I've got
him to E+, got him a star. He's still not enough to actually learn any spells, but we'll get there. We will get there. Work on his budding talent with lances. Do I keep I think I keep calling it spears, and I mean lances. And Sylvain.
Hey. Wow. I'm really getting.
Didn't even get 1 star on that one. And with you, Mercedes.
No. Yes.
Again, just working on that budding talent. If it seems like I'm kind of feeding into the budding talents, yeah, like I said, because I'm randomizing on the first 4 classes, and then I'm looking at what they're good at and kind of building around that and their budding talents. So that's why it seems like everyone, hey, why are it's if this is random, why are you kind of using their budding talents? It's because I didn't just randomize every class. I'm kind of, I'm doing a pseudo random kind of.
Yes.
What was I saying? I'm doing kind of like a pseudo random sort of structure.
Yes.
It's all.
There we go. And finally, group tasks. Plenty of people who are eventually going to need horse sort of skills. I'm trying to think, who was the... That's right, Happy and Ash. I saw that they have supports together. That seems like a weird combination, but I kind of want to see the supports between those two. You know what? Let's actually... Mercedes and Annette. They're good together. Both of them are going to need horse skills. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Let me ask you.
I've been trying to win the heart of this girl, but none of the fancy gifts, sweet things I tell her have worked. Do you know any secret dating tricks I can use to win her heart? Yeah, try having a... I'm surprised that was only a one thing of motivation for him. Apparently that was not the answer he wanted.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that knight gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains.
I love Ash, but his voice actor, I think just... I don't know, something about his performance. He's trying to be too proper with him. Something about him. I like the voice, it's just, I feel he could have been a little bit more casual with the role, especially as him being a kid who was a commoner adopted into a noble house. I mean, I guess that would explain why he's trying to be proper. I don't know. I mean, does anybody out there kind of hear what I'm saying?
It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city.
You see, even then, he sounds like he's giving an interview. He's not just talking.
Money was tight for me, too. At least until a kind noble adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan.
Yeah, sadly, Ash, just wait till we have to kill him. I mean, Lenato. I mean, whatever.
Pretty different life from regular folks like me. Huh, you think so?
I mean, other than the traveling, I mean, we weren't rich.
But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live.
That wasn't so bad.
Wow, I guess you must get used to it. That's really incredible, though. Oh! I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages. Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
Hey, creep. Don't touch the merch. What the? Somebody catch that thief. Cut him in half like my prices.
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid. If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me.
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
I mean, I guess his performance does make him come across as a very earnest, you know, good-natured kid. But it's like I said, it's just something about it has just, there are just bits and pieces of it, man. Sometimes I really like it, and sometimes it's a little off.
Not as hard as I thought.
And here you go, Raphael. Have a present of some flowers. I think, yep, we're doing battles today. Just general auxiliary battles. No, I don't connect to the internet. Okay, I'm gonna do these practice battles off camera. I'm trying to think, did I equip everybody? Yeah, okay, everybody's equipped the way oh wait, no, did I not give Yuri a bow? Oops, my bad. Either way, I'm gonna do some battles and we'll pick up in the instructional period. We'll instruct manually, and let's take a look, everybody. I was able to get everyone up levels. Felix is still being tough, mostly until he learns any magic, I can't use him. Kind of similar issue with Ingrid.
I'm getting.
So right now, my main thing with both of them is to get them to learn magic as soon as possible. Here we go.
Let's put
get a sword up to E, or E plus, I guess. Get that one to E plus as well. Go. Ignatz is actually doing pretty well right now. There you go, kid. Leonie, I'm working sword and bow right now. So we'll really work her sword skill to get it on par with her bow skill. There we go. Yuri, gonna work on his budding talent with the bow.
I'm looking. Go on. Off. 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 Off.
There you go. You know, I made him an archer in my off-camera playthrough. He's actually really good. You know, I mean, he's just as dodgy, so with, like, close counter and a lot of stuff, I mean, he's almost untouchable and can hit from really far away. He's a really good character. Let's start working on your budding talent.
Rings back. You make this.
Here we go. We got 1 star at least, and Constance. Let's get your sword skill up. There's a combat art that you really want to get with Constance. Is it Hexblade or Soulblade or something like that? It's a sword strike that attacks on her magic level, which is just always higher because... I'm sorry, I'm slurring my words there. Her magic level is just always higher because that's just... She's a magic-based character, even if you try and have her work with the sword. But yeah, it's a really good combat art with her, especially if you're going to give her a sword. Let me guess, it's going to be characters that aren't even going to use faith magic. It's... Well, you know what?
I'm not good, but I'm...
Yep. Okay. That actually could have picked worse characters for that. Yeah, let's go see Balthus.
Ah, there you are. Can we talk? I need a favor, and you strike me as the charitable type. Touchy, touchy. I'll get right to it. I need some gold. Care to help a fellow out? Hard times all around then. Well, it was worth a shot. Guess that debt collector traveled all the way to Garrick Mach for nothing. If I were you, I'd feel bad about leaving the poor guy hanging like that, but it is what it is. No, it's a lose-lose. I owe the church, too. That means any work I do here, they take a cut. The only way to escape my financial burden is to get clear out of Fodlan.
Yeah, good luck out there.
Wow. Cold as ice. You know, I was just joking, yeah? We all have to decide where we belong and then fight for it. Can't let your wallet control your fate. If money was all I cared about, I never would have walked away from inheriting a baron's house. It's nothing. It was a minor house in the east of the Alliance. I like to say I stepped aside for the good of the house. Has a nicer ring to it than saying I just wasn't cut out for the gig. Or that I lacked the right temperament.
Or that you're just a gambler and lost a shitload of money.
My distinguished little bro took my place. Fact is, he's a much better man for the job. Don't go feeling sorry for me now.
I wasn't.
A bit. Truth is, I'd have been miserable in that life. Having that title was nothing but fuss. Fuss is the worst. This way of life suits me much better. And you?
Yeah, what about me?
You showing up at Garrick Mach was a coincidence wrapped in happenstance.
Some of the best things in life are.
Your pops was a renowned mercenary leader. It can be safely assumed you'll follow in his footsteps. But don't you ever feel like that life was decided for you?
I never thought about it like that.
Better start pondering that one real quick, pal. Why keep breathing if your life isn't your own, yeah?
Well, I mean, I've got a really good future as, you know, God coming up, so,
Well, there's a decided lack of gold here, so I'll be off now. You think on what I said.
Oh, Balthus. And on to the, okay, this. I was like, why isn't the calendar date moving? Nah, looks like Ingrid still hasn't gotten to the point where she can learn a spell.
I can do better now.
It's all becoming clearer.
I'm a natural.
Haha, I'm starting to get it.
I'm getting the hang of this.
I think I've got the hang of it.
I will master this.
I'm a quick study.
I've still got room to grow.
Alright, we're making progress. And this month, I believe... Wow, wait, I already have people who are ready to... Oh, yeah, me. I guess I'm ready to become a fighter. Which is what we will make Byleth. Like I said, until I hit the Enlightened One class, I'm gonna treat him like an archer. So there we go. We're a fighter now. Nobody else is high enough level to get that. Looks like we've got some supports. Really, who's Byleth got one with? Oh, got one with Caspar. Interesting. Alright, guys, I'm going to run these supports down. Then we're going to do the seminar, and that will be the end of the video. I want to say, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links and stuff is down in the description below. You know what? Let me actually pick which seminar I want to run first. Sword wouldn't be bad, because I got a lot of characters who work the sword. Makes that it's also good for Dimitri to learn the sword as well. Just because it'll help him become a lord. I think, yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, no. I'm gonna do the Byleth seminar. I wanted to just kind of run through that real quick before I peace out. So, as I said before, we're gonna run through these supports, and then do the seminar, and next video we will do the main mission. I want to say, let me try this outro again. I want to say thanks so much for watching, guys. Facebook, go to the website, minds.com. Links and stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment, not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Until then, my name's AJ Gels, the Sound of the Game channel. I'm out.
Hey, Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on, you know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Hey, Ash, what's with all the noise? Did something happen?
I only just heard myself. Looks like a thief got into the pantry and made off with some of our food supply.
Stealing from a monastery? What kind of monster would do such a thing? Come on, we gotta get that dirty thief.
Definitely. I'm sure we can capture the culprit if we work together.
Capture? What are you talking about? Why bother? This is the kind of person who would steal from a monastery. We gotta take this guy out as soon as we see him. How do you expect to get rid of the evil in this world if that's how you're gonna treat it?
What? I should be the one asking you that. The first thing we need to do once we've caught this person is hear what they have to say. They might have been forced into a life of theft by some awful circumstances.
You really don't get it, do you? If you let people get away with stuff like this, it's only gonna get worse. If we're gonna uphold justice, then we gotta stop evil. Simple as that.
I'm all for the rule of law, but indiscriminate slaughter isn't going to solve anything. You can't just execute someone on a wild assumption and call it justice.
And you can't just hide behind your fancy words. You have to take action. You know what? Forget it. There's no point in arguing this with you. We're gonna have to fight this one out. Whoever wins gets to make the plan. Got it?
What? How is fighting supposed to decide who's wrong and who's right? We're not barbarians, are we? Just take it easy and we can talk this over.
We don't have time to take it easy. The thief is getting away, and all you want to do is talk and...
Hey, did you hear? Apparently they caught the thief who stole the food. All's well that ends well, right?
Oh, come on! You hear that? You just cost me my chance.
Hey, if they've already been caught, let's just leave it at that.
Thanks so much for the help. We should be able to manage on our own from here.
I'm glad to be of use. If there's anything else you need, come find me anytime.
Well, well. You seem to be pretty chummy with the knights.
Chummy? I suppose. Really, I was just helping out with some equipment repairs.
For an assignment or something?
No, it just looked like they could use a hand, so I lent one.
To me, it looked like they were using you for some unpaid labor.
Unpaid labor? I helped them because I wanted to, Happy. I wasn't expecting to be paid. It's like when you help us with our assignments. We don't pay you for that, do we?
Like I have a choice. Can I give you some advice, Freckles? Don't support the knights, the church, any of them. All you'll get in return is a knife in the back.
Isn't that a little dramatic? You really don't need to worry about that with most people.
You're naive. Those two-faced buffoons exasperate me so much I can hardly help but...
Oh, hey! That reminds me of a great story. You have to hear this one. It's called, The Luna Knight's Tale. Yeah, I think you'll love this. On second thought, maybe a story about a knight isn't what you want to hear right now.
You know, the knights in stories aren't like the ones in real life. Unless the Luna Knight is a liar who does terrible things.
No, of course not. The Luna Knight is the hero of the story. She's from an offshoot of House Blathet, marries into House Regan after the Crescent Moon War. In peacetime, she sets aside her weapons and devotes herself to giving wise counsel to her husband. In this role, she ensures that the dishonest and unfaithful are dealt with accordingly.
Huh. She sounds like a real hero.
Very much so, yes. The tale is full of fascinating details about her.
Ash, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you're not too busy, we could really use your help right now.
Of course. Be right there. I'll tell you the rest of the tale later, okay, Happy?
Sure, I guess. But seriously, watch yourself, okay? I don't want you to learn I'm right the hard way. See ya, Freckles. I can hardly wait to hear that riveting story of yours.
Using me? I never thought about it that way.
That was quite a sigh. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Tell me, Sylvain, what am I to you?
You're my friend. One of my oldest, in fact.
An old friend, is it? Then why must I clean up the casualties left behind by your skirt chasing?
Nobody asked you to do that. Heck, I thought you enjoyed it. Besides, you're real good at it. I'm excited to continue working with you.
Do you mean to imply you have no intention of acting a bit more respectably?
Please don't yell like that. Everybody's staring at us.
When you were 8, you came on to my sweet, sweet granny. My granny!
Come on. I was 8 and she was That was a long time ago.
Sylvain hit on Ingrid's grandmother? Wow.
People can hear you. Please be quiet.
When you were 10, we went to that harvest festival, and you started making eyes at a scarecrow.
A scarecrow?
Wait a second. That was just an accident. A tragic, tragic accident.
When you were 15, you sought, relentlessly might I add, to involve yourself with Lord Gwyndel's daughter. Who do you suppose made peace with the furious Lord despite having nothing to do with it? Me. Always me, always for you. Every time.
What a jerk. You know what? This conversation is over. I'm done.
My point is that this has to end. Not later, but now.
Fine. I promise I'll try to change. Are you happy now?
That worked out well.
As long as it makes me stronger.
Not as hard as I thought.
Mastery is within.
Hey, Professor, what's going on? A suspicious man? Where? Oh, is that him? What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him. Why not? We can figure out what he's up to after we capture him. My instincts tell me that he's up to no good, and my instincts are never wrong. Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike. Huh? Huh! It leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain. If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
Great! So I was...
But, because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning to do, or if he has allies lurking about. The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime? Oh, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that happen.